G'day everyone, my name is Reef James. I'm an RF/network engineering person from Australia, and today we're going to be chatting about whether helium mining is worth it. Before we start, I just need to say that I'm by no means a financial guru, financial expert, financial advisor, none of those things, all right? I'm not a financial person at all. I'm an RF engineering, network engineering person who plays with antennas, okay? That's me, that's what I do. And in saying that, even things that I talk about that are in my domain, don't take them as gospel, okay? Everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm a person. So everything I say, just don't assume that it's 100% true, okay? Just know that, me, with my background and my experience, I'm just bringing my information to the helium community as accurate as I can, okay? But don't take it as gospel, all right? And on that, other YouTube videos that you see around helium, I've said it before, a lot of the people who are in helium making YouTube content, they're not RF engineering people. They're not into the RF engineering tech side of it. They're more crypto people. So there's a lot of misinformation going around because of that. Okay, so just any content that you consume on the internet at all, just take it with a grain of salt. That's what I'm trying to get at. So anyway, let's just get into it. So is helium mining worth it for you? Well, it depends. If you're, if you've got credit card debt and any sort of debt, I would suggest paying that off first. Okay, that would be my priority. That would be what I would want to do. And so that's the advice that I'm giving. I would be paying off my debts before making an investment, because that's what this is. I see this as a long-term investment. I enjoy it as well. This is a hobby of mine as well. So it's a weird crossroads between hobby and investing. So it's kind of a bit of a weird area there. But before you invest in anything, you should clear your debts up first. So let's just assume that you're at a point in life where your financials are you've ticked that box, your financials are okay, you've got your housing, all of the essentials are covered, right? And you're looking to invest in something. Well, helium might be for you then, okay? Let's look at, if we're talking like normal kind of stocks, like a managed portfolio, something, ish hands off, a good year, you'd probably be looking, 10%, something like that. If you can get 10% on your investment, that's a pretty good gig. So if you put 100 grand in at the end of the financial year or at the end of the year, you'd be looking at 110 grand total, because you've got your 10% on that initial 100. So yeah, that's your 10% return on investment. If we jump over to the computer here, I've got some numbers here on helium. All the dollar figures in here, they're in AUD. I'm Australian, so it's in AUD. So I have got here average HNT per day, 0.09. Now I pinched this from this website here, heliumtracker.io. There's the number there. Again, I'm assuming that this is accurate. I don't know, all right? So with that value of 0.09, with a current price of about 38 bucks AUD per helium token, an average miner will be making around $3.40 per day AUD. I feel like I have to keep mentioning AUD because there's so many Americans. $3.40 per day, right? So that's around $1,250 per year profit. So these are the total costs here. So if we got a hotspot, our antenna, our coax, that electricity is in there as well, but it's so small that I haven't included it. But it's non-zero. It does exist, but it's just not there. Let's just say, yeah, $1,100 total that I've outlaid to get a setup happening. Now, if we get our ROI time of 330 days, So that's 100% ROI within 330 days, right? I just got that by going total costs divided by profit per day. Now, we remember back when we were talking about normal stocks and investing to get a 10% ROI per annum per year, right, is pretty stock standard, like good, on the good end of stock standard, right? We're talking about 100% return on investment in less than a year. So, like 10 times as good. And that's average, right? That's an average miner. If you're here on YouTube looking for advice and looking for tips on how to maximize your profits, you're very likely going to be above average returns. I'm not saying definitely, but you're very likely going to be going above average returns if you, listen to people's advice, some people's advice on choosing antennas and positions for your miners and things like that, right? You're likely going to be above average. So your return on investment is going to be quicker, blah, blah, blah. And that's not even including like the price, like future prices of HNT. That's the current price now. I see this as a long-term investment for me personally. I mainly see it as a hobby. But the money side of it is obviously very, very cool as well. I see the success in the project, right? If you personally don't see the success in the project, you don't understand the use cases for it, then maybe it's not for you. You might know better, right? It's all up to personal preferences and your insights and everything. I personally see a huge amount of use cases for the Helium network, and I believe that it's going to really, really take off. Okay, so that ROI of 330 days, with the current helium price and all that, I'm not really that. I don't really care because I see this, in 5 and 10 years. I feel like it's going to be way, 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 way higher. So if you believe that the network and that the use cases are going to grow, then there's a pretty good chance that you should get in on it now, if you have the funds and you've got all your financials in order, right? Now, let's have a little think about like locations and stuff like that. So the good thing about helium is it's all public, right? It's all there for everyone to see. So you can just get on the Helium Explorer webpage or app or whatever and just scroll around your neighborhood and click helium miners that have already been placed and they're earning in your area. And you can get a rough idea whether it's probably going to be profitable in your area, an indicative idea, right? It's not going to be set in stone. Your profits can be wildly different from someone else. But for instance, if you click around your neighborhood and you click one hotspot and they're earning ridiculous profits, and then you see that they've asserted their helium antenna height at like 100 meters or something ridiculous. Maybe they're at the top of a big building or something crazy like that. You might not get anywhere near to the earnings that they're getting, but on average, if you click around, you can get a decent indicative idea of what's going on. And also, if you're seeing that a lot of the profits are low, then there's a decent chance that they're just running stock antennas, sitting their hotspot next to their fridge, not optimal. And you can probably do better, okay? But the idea is you want to have helium miners around your area, ideally not in your hex, but close to your hex. If you can get 10, 15, 20 helium miners around your hex within, 10 kilometers or more or less, roundabouts, then you're in a good position. You're in a really good position. So that's kind of it. Do I think that it's worth it? The TLDR, which is at the end of the video, anyway, is basically yes. I think it's worth it for the majority of people, as long as you've got your other financials in order. you don't have debt, and you have a decent location. If you're not into the tech at all and it's purely just an investment, I would sway it a little bit closer towards not worth it, depending on your situation. Like, I mean, it is very much set and forget, but it's not 100% set and forget, right? You're going to have to be coming back and maintaining it a little bit. So you just need to keep that in mind, right? But it's still worth it. It's still worth it for the majority of people. Anyway, if you believe in the network and you think that it's going to go places, it's probably worth it. Get in early. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate you. If you have any more ideas for future videos, I've got a couple in mind, but if you have anything you want me to talk about, just post it in the comments and I'll add it to my list of to-do videos. And also questions, if you have any questions, comments, or if you feel like it's a bit of a bigger question, jump in the Discord. The Discord link is in the description. And yeah, join the Discord, post in one of the channels, chit chat. Ideally, post in the channels and don't PM me directly. I've had quite a few direct PMs, and it's better just to keep the convo public so other people can just read and learn, right? And maybe other people can come in and answer your questions as well. It's good. Anyway, just join the Discord. Editing Reef here, just to add something in. You can tell it's Editing Reef because headphones, right? I just want to say, on the note of people PMing me for advice and tips and stuff like that, yeah, do try keep it in the Discord. But another thing is, I've had quite a few people PM me asking for like specific advice where they're like, hey, this is my helium miner, can you like give me advice on where I should put it and blah blah blah. I don't have enough time. I don't have the time to do those sort of personal specific requests at the moment. I work full time and YouTube, and I'm moving and all that kind of stuff. I'm considering in future setting up like maybe a consult thing where I can do like a 1-hour consult for X amount of doll hairs, and we can and figure that out there. But yeah, that's in the maybe pile. But yeah, I can't do sort of individual recommendations for your specific miner. I just don't have time. Anyway, thank you guys. Give us a like if I've helped you. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You're probably not subscribed. I've noticed that a lot of the people watching the videos aren't subscribed. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate you guys. See ya.